Small, medium, large, no matter the size, kittens have always stolen our hearts. Wait, are you sure size doesn't matter? Because today you'll meet the biggest cat breeds in the world. Number 10, Norwegian Forest. Let's start this list with one of the favorite breeds across the planet, the ever-beautiful Norwegian Forest cat. This kitten has a perfect silky coat as a result of adapting to its former natural environment, the cold Nordic forests. It's too huggable, right? It can grow up to 9.8 inches tall and 31.4 inches long, about the size of a 2-year-old girl. Wow! This buddy could become your best companion. Plus, this massive fluff ball, which can weigh up to 22 pounds, is highly sociable and playful. So much so that it still maintains its fun-loving spirit throughout adulthood. It's perfect. Number 9, Ragamuffin. The most cuddly and playful of all breeds, here's the magnificent Ragamuffin, a beautiful kitty known for its docile nature and who is as huge as it is sweet. This super cat is really conceited, so it'll be spoiled by children at home since it loves to play with them. Of course, only games that don't require a lot of agility, as it cannot do so due to its sturdy body. Not only is it a bit fluffy, but it can be really big, at almost 11.8 inches tall and 35.4 inches long, weighing up to 30.8 pounds. It tends to put on weight because it doesn't like to do much physical activity, as it hates going outside. It would rather feel the warmth of your home and snuggle up to you while you listen to its sweet purr. Aww. Number 8, Siberian. Time for the imposing and majestic Siberian straight from Russia. A magnificent feline breed that has come to win your heart, despite looking quite grandiose and perhaps a bit intimidating at 13.7 inches tall, up to 31.4 inches long, and weighing 19.8 pounds. It's one of the most loyal and affectionate cats on this list. What's more, this breed is not only beautiful, but also very tough, as it can withstand terrible temperatures like 86 degrees Fahrenheit below zero thanks to its soft and dense fur. A true alpha cat. Number 7, American Bobtail. Believe it or not, this funny-looking kitten can grow up to 15.7 inches tall and 27.5 inches long. Pretty big. Its sturdy, long body weighs 17.6 pounds and has a soft, short, fluffy coat. But what actually gets all the attention is its distinctive little tail. Isn't it adorable? The beautiful American Bobtail stands out for being very loving, affectionate, sweet, and highly intelligent. Don't you want one? Number 6, Ragdoll. If you like to spend hours and hours in bed without thinking about tomorrow, say no more. The Ragdoll is your perfect pet. It was so named because as soon as it lies down in its owner's arms or lap, it relaxes so much that it automatically falls asleep. This fatty kitten can weigh up to 19.8 pounds, but its measurements are truly surprising, as it can reach 15.7 inches tall and 47.2 inches long. It's conceited as it is gigantic. But even though this fluffy friend is huge, that doesn't take away from how cute and docile it can be. It's so affectionate and loyal to its owner that it'd 1,000 times rather snuggle all day in bed with you than go for a walk outdoors. It could become your best Netflix binge buddy. Mind you, since it loves to eat and sleep, you'll probably see it almost always a little chubby, just a little. And with those unique characteristics, a worthy representative of this breed was the famous Timo. Just look how lazy and playful he was. No wonder he was so popular on the internet. Sadly, he passed away in May 2019. So long, partner. Number 5, Maine Coon. It's not only easy to recognize this beautiful kitty because of its gigantic size, but also its unmistakable and dense fur, being its long and bushy tail the protagonist of its vast anatomy. Hugging them is quite a pleasure, but also a challenge since their enormous body can measure up to 16.1 inches tall. It's a huge 24-pound ball of fur. Isn't it adorable? Now, while this breed is already massive by nature, some specimens remind their owners every day of the true meaning of the word big. One of them is the imposing Baravel, a gorgeous grayish Maine Coon that's 3 feet 11.2 inches long. It's no surprise that he's currently in the Guinness World Records as the world's longest cat. Quite a giant. This Italian baby is so big he's longer than a baseball bat. Huge! As if this weren't enough, there's also Omar, Another beautiful specimen of this breed that has come with all the intention to snatch the title from Baravel, also measuring 3 feet 11.2 inches long and weighing almost 31 pounds. Impressive! Since this breed is always breaking new ground, you should also meet Cygnus, who at 17.58 inches held the record for the longest tail on a domestic cat. Just look at his measurements! I'm sure you'd love to have this great companion at home. Number 4. Chaussee. No wonder the famous French poet Victor Hugo said, "God made the cat to offer man the pleasure of caressing a tiger." And there's no wilder-looking feline than the Chaussee, a breed created by crossing a wild cat called Felis chaus and a domestic cat. It's such a large feline that it can grow up to 18 inches tall and weigh between 33 and 44 pounds, so it needs space and regular exercise to be healthy and in a good mood. Are you ready to take care of one? Number 3. Savannah. With a super active and fearless personality, the enigmatic Savannah is not only one of the most expensive cats in the world, but also one of the biggest, measuring up to 23.6 inches tall and almost 35.4 inches long. As incredible as it may seem, this kitten is the product of crossing a domestic cat with the amazing African serval, so it can reach a maximum weight of 50.7 pounds. The Savannah loves to spend time playing with its owner and following you everywhere. It'll want to be by your side all day long. If you want to see one in all its glory, meet the great Arcturus aldebaran Powers. This kitty is a great representative of this breed, as he's the tallest domestic cat ever at 19.05 inches. Number 2. Ashera. This super cat is not only the most expensive feline breed on the planet with a price tag of up to $100,000, but also one of the largest. And it couldn't be otherwise because not only does it have the DNA of a domestic cat, its wild side was doubled by also having the blood of the African serval and the Asian leopard. Simply fantastic! For all this, the Ashera couldn't be considered a conventional cat, as that insane manipulation of its DNA has made it as large and heavy as a serval, measuring 23.6 inches tall, up to 51 inches long, and reaching a striking maximum weight of 33 pounds. However, don't let its enormous size scare you. It may have a wild side, but it can be more loving than any other cat. As big as all the breeds I've shown you are, there's still one that is off the charts. Here's the Number 1. Serval. Meet the majestic, glorious, and unparalleled serval, a stunning and slender wild cat that hails from the scorching, incandescent climate of Africa. In its natural habitat, it hunts small and medium-sized animals such as rodents or birds, although it can also hunt young antelopes with no problem. Its slender body gives it the necessary support to be completely agile. It's an excellent natural runner and an efficient killer. It's so good that its hunting success rate is 50%, surpassing the 38% achieved by leopards. Although it's only a feline, it can weigh 44 pounds, reaching an astonishing 25.9 inches tall and almost 3.2 feet long, not including its tail. It's the size of a 6-year-old kid. The serval is the rightful winner of this top. Unfortunately, hundreds of servals have been cruelly hunted over the years for their fur, to the point that they're now endangered. Due to this, dozens of animal lovers around the world have been willing to venture out and adopt young servals in order to domesticate them and prevent their hunting. Servals that have adapted to their new families play like little kittens with their owners. Of course, they're extremely intelligent and make it very clear that ferocity will always be in their blood as they try to hunt their own food whenever they can. Quite a wild beast. If you consider yourself a true cat lover and enjoyed this top, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on a single video. And if you want to keep enjoying our content, just click here or here. See you in the next video.